Warning, the following audio transmission is based on theory and is intended for entertainment purposes only. It's Doomsday and its affiliates will not be held liable for anything your dumbass does. Listener discretion is advised.
I digress. Jake, are you still with me?
I am, man. I'm just taking it all up. Yeah. I agree. I do. But I also have my complaints about those very things. You know, I like the personal accountability aspects of it. And, you know, I look at it the same now as I did when all of this first started, was that it would have been very easy for everyone to collectively just say no. Everyone. You know, but I'll lose my job. Are they going to fire all of you? Maybe. Great. Then they won't have a hospital for you to work at. And if the jobs are at stake, and if everything is at stake because you refuse mandates, because you refuse to put that thing over your face, they might use one as an example, and then you all walk out. And then they change the rules, because as soon as the money leaves, it starts making sense to them. And unfortunately, that was a sacrifice that we didn't make, and we got played. And that frustrates me. But also, there can be a little bit of personal accountability, and I get it. I'm not saying you're all wrong for doing what was best for you. I want
You're all wrong.
You're all wrong, though. I want everyone to do what's absolutely best for them, in whatever situation that may be. But there are times, and there will be very few times in life, where you have to sacrifice those things, sometimes for the benefit of everyone. And in this case, I think it was the COVID protocols. And I look at it and I say, yeah, that was a test that we failed. It's fine. We're getting back on track. Everybody's getting off the mandate train. And everybody's starting to say, yeah, that was a jip, because it was.
So, Jake, believe it or not, at one time I had a job, right?
Huh? What?
Right? So I had this job when shortly after the pandemic hit, and they started talking about, mandating the vaccine, right?
Mm-hmm.
And our entire company threatened to quit because they were trying to mandate this, and they quickly took that off the table, and they put a piece of paper by the time clock that said, although not mandated, we are highly recommending getting vaccinated. These are the vaccine areas. These are the vaccine places in town we recommend going to. And
you know why they did that is because they said, oh shit, we're going to lose our asses. Our business is going to close in a span of a couple weeks because nobody will work. And then they said, maybe we shouldn't do this, guys, because that's money out of our pockets and you won't be able to buy your second house, sir. And they said, yeah, that's a problem. We should probably not do that.
Yeah, but to the point Jake was making, guys, I mean, honestly, if people would have stood up and they would have rallied together and said, hey, we're all going to quit and you guys are going to be screwed if you try to do this, there would have been results. And with that being said, I want to say two things real quick. First off, welcome Scooter into the show. And to Eric's comment here, guys, if you don't know, Shelby is starting her own podcast and it debuts tonight. I'm not sure what time, Shelby. Let us know in the chats. And I'll reiterate that.
I want to reiterate who got the top commenter badge on the Facebook Beans and Weenies show. That's this guy right here. Boom.
Did you really?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
I just set that badge today, dude. I got the notification and I said, hell yeah.
Oh, Eric says 15 minutes after we wrap up. So that would be 7:45 Eastern Standard Time. 7:45 Eastern Standard, I believe. So Jake, what do you win with that awesome badge?
I get to do what I just did. And then Scooter just says what he said just now.
Jake is awesome and attractive. So, Jake, to go back
Thanks,
what you were
man.
saying before I so rudely interrupted about having a job and then going off on a tangent there, you were right.
Are you looking for something kick-ass to add to your closet? Reaper has the hookup for t-shirts, hoodies, button-ups, hats, beanies, and plenty of other badass products. You can check out Reaper Apparel Company at www.reaperapparelco.com and use code DOOM10 for 10% off. Jester only stands behind brands he believes in, and Dan at Reaper Apparel has a mission, and Jester is on board. Go check out www.reaperapparelco.com today and use code DOOM10 for 10% off your entire order. Why be a sheep when you can reap? Use code DOOM10 for 10% off at www.reaperapparelco.com today.
We did the same thing too, man. One person who was in charge, who no longer works there, that was voluntary. They moved on. It wasn't anything like that. But that person was very gung ho about it. And even though we're a small company, that question was brought about. How do you guys feel about mask mandates? And we all collectively looked at each other, and we all looked at that person, and we said, nope.
Said frack that.
Despite them not liking it, that's where they put their head down and said, okay, then we won't do it. And it worked. And I never was subjected to that. My life really didn't change too much. But going to the personal accountability thing, man, the groceries get more expensive. We grow more groceries in our yard, you know? If your job is going to slap some ridiculous, stupid mandates on you, but my job, you can always get another job. And I get it. Some people spent the better part of their formative years learning a trade and doing all of that. But sometimes you have to do what's right and not what's best for you. Sometimes, you gotta stand for something, or you're going to fall for everything. And I think this was very telling of that. And that concerns me.
I 100% agree with that. And on that note, Jake, so I kept telling myself I'm not going to plan anything. I'm going to wait a little while, but I found myself out doing gardening things today. And we were clearing out a new piece of, well, it's not a new piece of property, but an area that we weren't planning on utilizing for gardening. We started working on that today. And I know that I'm kind of always pushing everybody in that direction to be more self-sufficient and grow stuff. It's not like we're not preparing for the apocalypse or anything. But anyway, guys, get on top of that. Right now, you guys can get a lot of seeds and things kind of going at discounted prices because it's the beginning of the season. There hasn't been like this huge demand yet in most places. Get your shit together. Start growing stuff now. If you guys got a backyard or any little area that you can utilize, do it. And I only tell you this to save you money, guys, because take the apocalypse out of the equation, take doomsday prepping out of the equation, take all these things off the table here, and just think about what Jake just said. The grocery bills are going up. Start growing your groceries in your yard. Be able to save that money and put it into something else. Oh, there's Cloud Angel. Welcome in, Cloud. I hope you're doing well this evening.
People do resist change. You're right. You're absolutely right, Scooter. They do. And I think that's just an old inherent survival tactic that we have, as to go with the flow, to maintain your life and your lifestyle. But I was never opposed to change. I don't mind change at all. I used to resist it as a kid, as a young teenager. I like to get into my groove and just go. And I learned real quick, you have to change with the ebb and flow of times. And we all do. Whether we like it or not, we all do. And it's best to do it when it's on our time instead of later when we're forced to. It's much more difficult that way when we're forced to. And we're doing it now. We're absolutely doing it now. We're looking at high inflation rates. We're saving our money. We're not buying things and spending money like we used to. So we made a change. And it sucks, but we're doing it. And for me, it's not that bad because I've always pretty well just been doing that. And we have our garden, and as a matter of fact, I believe my wife's looking through her entire seed repository right now, looking at what she's doing and planning and tending to all of that. But again, the groceries get more expensive. You grow your own groceries at home, and you go outside your backyard. What do I want for dinner? You go out to your backyard and you pick it, and then you eat it, and it's great for you, and it's much better than anything you'll get in a store. Your job wants to slap on silly rules. Don't resist the change. Make the change happen. Be part of the change, and say, okay, I don't want to wear a mask. Well, if you don't wear a mask, then you can't work here. Okay, then I tender my resignation effective immediately.
Do you have enough food in your pantry for when disaster strikes? Go to www.readywise.com and utilize code DOOM10 for 10% off your entire food order. ReadyWise offers long-term food storage items such as chicken and beef that last up to 15 years. But that's not all. Go to www.readywise.com and use our code DOOM10 for 10% off of organic food as well. Offering chili, pasta, and soups, they have you covered. Did we mention they have fruits? Bananas, blueberries, strawberries, and apples, just to name a few. With many more food options for your home, car, or bug-out bag, ReadyWise has your six. Go to www.readywise.com now and utilize code DOOM10 for 10% off.
What? You didn't think that was going to happen? You didn't see that happening? Did you plan for that? Oh, you mean there's now 5 people doing that because the one guy stood up and they all wanted to but were afraid to? Okay, now that 5 are, there's 5 more. That makes 10. Half of your staff is gone. Tendered resignations immediately. Huh? What's happening? Seems to be a change in the ebb and flow of things. Unfortunately, it was just forced. This American experiment never would have happened if some people didn't resist the change. And a lot of people who sucked down the high taxes and the tyrannical everything that was happening, very few people made the change and forced it to happen. And it started with something as simple as just taking tea and throwing it in a harbor. Or as they would say over there, in the harbor.
Harbor.
In the harbor.
Harbor. Speaking of the harbor, my wife's actually supposed to be traveling to Boston this week, I believe. Don't know what day she's leaving. I think she's supposed to leave on like Wednesday. So, guys, I might be a little bit live and a little bit wild this week because I'll have no responsibility.
You can come join me
I
in
might
Battle
be.
Creek if you want.
What is Battle Creek?
Michigan.
I don't want to go to Michigan, dude.
It's just Battle Creek, dude. It's fine.
What's going on up there?
I'll protect you.
I don't know what's going on up there.
I'm going to a show with Dirt Lady.
Oh, what kind of show?
It's a rock show.
Oh, very cool, dude.
For that one guy that I work for.
Don't know who that is. Oh, that guy. Okay, very cool. Mm-hmm. I know who you're talking about now. It took it a minute to register. I know what you're talking about. Yeah. That's cool, dude. That's what's up.
Yeah, it's usually pretty fun. Honestly, I have a good time. I have to go and do. I have to go shoot the show. I have to, not like with bullets, with my camera.
Oh, dude, that's awesome.
Yeah,
that is super badass. Yeah, dude. Oh, so I wanted to test something on the show here. Something I haven't did before. It's difficult for me to get the audio clips and edit them and get the MP3s and stuff like that. So I kind of wanted to just see what happened if we put a YouTube feed right into the show. So we're going to try this real quick, Jake. I figured this would be a good test run. You guys let me know if you could hear this okay.
Roll that beautiful tube footage.
Can you hear that?
Nope.
How about now?
Barely, but yes.
Any better? Is it working?
I don't know what that is.
What is it?
That's me, bro.
That's you? No way.
Yeah, that's my song, dude. And it sounds beautiful.
It does. So I had that loaded up on YouTube, waiting until we got a little bit ways in the show to figure out if we could actually just be inputting YouTube audio into the show. And I guess we can, but it needs to be a kind of a higher volume so you guys can hear it. But it does work. Also,
beautiful.
welcome in Ozarks. It is beautiful. I like that. I dig that.
Captain Rangoon, how are you?
Captain Rangoon? Oh, Ozarks. What's up, dude?
Oh yeah, Crab Rangoons, yeah.
He's the go-to name now. When you think Rangoon, you think Ozarks. Right.
That's all I associate him with, to be honest.
Fire is one of the most basic essentials for survival. Whether you're camping, hiking, or preparing for disaster, Blackbeard has your six. Go to www.blackbeardfire.com and utilize code DoomsDay for 10% off your entire purchase. Blackbeard offers stormproof matches, plasma arc lighters, fire starters, and ferro rods, all of which are great for your bug out bag. Once again, go to www.blackbeardfire.com and utilize code DOOMSDAY for 10% off your entire purchase.
I hope that's okay. Those things are so good, though. It's all well intentioned. I promise. Those things are delicious. I told my friend about it today.
Listen, Ozarks, I'm sorry, man. You're a great dad. You have an awesome business. You're doing a lot in life, but
none of that matters, Jester.
You're just the Rangoon guy. It's horrible. So the reason why my wife is going to Boston, and God, I'm an asshole. Someone died in her family. Can't remember who it is. Someone's dead. I never met the person. So that's why she's going up there. Now, she's been talking about this for weeks because the Greeks do things a little bit differently with burial ceremonies and all these different things. So she's supposed to go up this week. So if she does have that going on, maybe I will do a little bit of traveling or do something because I won't be tied down at the house, right?
Yeah, you should go to Battle Creek.
I don't know. What day is that?
Friday.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah.
What day? What time on Friday? Is it like a morning thing, an afternoon thing?
How
much?
What time does the show start? 7 o'clock.
In the evening?
Yeah. In the morning. Yeah. We play our shows bright and early in the morning.
7 in the evening, you say, huh?
Yes, sir.
How much are tickets? Our tickets still available,
bro.
Dude, I might have to really. I got to see how far it is away.
Just come with you can ride with us.
I'm highly considering it.
I'll take you the rest of the way.
You'll take me the rest of the way?
Yeah.
Aw.
Huh?
I'm going to get to meet your lover?
Yes.
You told her?
No.
Shit.
She thinks it's a joke. Shut up, dude.
4,000 miles. There's a song. So if I do go, that means I won't be able to participate in the Beans and Weenie show on Friday night. What do you think of that, Scooter?
Tell him to just scoot on up to Battle Creek, too.
That's true. He could scoot up onto Battle Creek. So, guys, we are at about that time to where we're going to allow Collins. I've stated everything I really have to state on this topic of, appreciating what you have. It's not a perfect life that you live, but it could always be worse. And really start understanding that. I know a lot of us hate the current society that we live in. I know a lot of us are just fed up with the bullshit we got to deal with. But just remember, it could be worse, as I'm coming to find out with all the weird ass random phone calls I've been getting lately. And I'm just waiting for like even more worse phone calls. Did I say it right that time, Jake? Or is it just even
more
worse?
Worser.
More worser. Oh, and guys, I've been experimenting more. My brain has about a 1-year turnaround on things. About a year ago, somebody suggested that I start utilizing bionic reading, and I've been starting to do this, and I found out it makes a tremendous difference for my reading. Someone suggested it about a year ago, and I'm now utilizing it, and holy shit, the bionic reading has been blowing my mind.
What is that, Jester?
Okay, so bionic reading, what they do is they basically, the first 3 letters of the word, they highlight like they make the letters bold. So, and it's every word within a paragraph or within a sentence, and your brain is kind of automatically programmed over the years to pick up on these first 3 letters. It just makes reading easier and faster, and comprehension is better. Just look up bionic reading. And guys, there's even an app that you can download for the bionic reading that allows you to copy and paste and convert things into bionic reading. So if you have to study for a project or you're doing a podcast and you want to not sound like a moron like I do as you're reading through your show notes, download the bionic reading app, and it's going to make your reading so much better. At least it did for me.
Do you have the internal monologue with yourself?
Want to be a guest on the show? Email it's doomsdaypodcast@gmail.com. That's it's doomsdaypodcast@gmail.com.
Sometimes.
I mean, like when you read something, like do you read it out loud in your head? Do you know what I'm saying? Like do you like hear your own voice reading it in your head or no?
Yeah, I can, dude, but with the way my brain operates, I could be reading the words and thinking about something totally off topic of what I'm doing. Like I could be sitting here reading about how to stop bleeding and sitting there in the back of my mind thinking, I wonder what Jake had for lunch today. You know, like that's kind of how it goes, so it doesn't really stay on point very well. And Eric says it's Jill from Idaho's birthday. Happy birthday, Jill. If she could hear us.
That's called
Your wife
ADHD. Dirt Lady would know. She can tell you all about that one.
There it is. It's called ADHD. Yeah, that's exactly what it is, man. It's a struggle. The struggle's real.
Attention deficit in high definition. That's awesome. That sounds
God,
great.
I could imagine hanging out with you guys for a day going to Michigan. This is either going to be a hell of a time or it's going to suck.
I don't have ADHD brain, dude. I have the internal monologue thing going on, and my brain stays on track. And I could be like telling a story to my wife, and she would want to do like 5 other things in between of me hearing the story. So I have to make sure that she has like eye contact and she's actually like looking at me, because as soon as she turns away, I just stop talking until she turns back around, and then I continue. And she's like, "You can continue." And I'm like, "No, I can't." And she's like, "Yes, you can." I'm like, "No, I can't. I'll wait till you're done. It's fine." But I have the internal monologue. So when I read stuff, like I hear my own voice in my head. And sometimes the way I absorb it, like when I'm reading a book, is I create the characters in my head and I play out this whole legitimate movie inside my mind where I have different characters and different voices for each character in the story in the book. It's very awesome. And that's how I absorb things.
Huh. No, I've done that with like, you know, actual stories of books I read, but trying to gain things that are informational, I think it's a little bit more difficult. And Eric says it's also Saucy's birthday. So happy birthday to Saucy as well. Someone at work Sunday called me out on glazing over while they were talking to me. All right, then. Oh my God.
She does that to me too.
Does she?
She's probably doing it right now.
Welcome in Crucible, Francisca, I think, and AAM. Welcome in, guys. And guys, we are at that point where we are allowing call-ins now. And if nobody calls in, that's cool. Wait, there we go. We got Raccoon. That was fast, Raccoon. He had that cock lock and ready to rock. What's up, man? What's going on?
For this.
Oh, shit.
Something people need to know about gardening is really, really important, more than turning soil. Pick seeds you want to eat. You know, if you want radishes or whatever, you know, make sure that's what you want to eat. Don't waste your area on things you're going to just throw in the trash. If you want to try something, grow it. That's easier than going to the store and picking one out. And maybe you find somebody who wants it. But, you know, some people go in there and they'll buy a conglomerate package of seeds, and they'll have stuff in there you never heard of, and they don't know what to do with it. You know, sometimes when you do that, you have to find a cookbook that shows you how to make it. Other than that, it's just a waste of time. So concentrate first on if you're a new gardener, Plant things that are easy that you like to eat, like corn, radishes, onions, potatoes, whatever. And then the next year, follow it up with something else you might want to try, like say some cucumbers or squash, eggplant, whatever, you know. And it saves you a lot of disappointment.
Are you looking for something kick-ass to add to your closet? Reaper has the hookup for t-shirts, hoodies, button-ups, hats, beanies, and plenty of other badass products. You can check out Reaper Apparel Company at www.reaperapparelco.com and use code DOOM10 for 10% off. Jester only stands behind brands he believes in, and Dan at Reaper Apparel has a mission, and Jester is on board. Go check out www.reaperapparelco.com today and use code DOOM10 for 10% off your entire order. Why be a sheep when you can reap? Use code DOOM10 for 10% off at www.reaperapparelco.com today.
No, that makes a lot of sense. I get that. I experimented with a lot of stuff last year, and I come to find out certain things just didn't do very well in my area. And I can tell you this much. I developed an extreme love for red jalapenos last year, so I will be growing a shit ton of those this year. I absolutely loved them. I could eat them like candy. They are amazing. I don't know what they change when they turn red and they get like a sweeter taste. So the sweeter, spicy jalapenos, oh my God, they are amazing.
Something else about gardening too is just remember that whatever you put on a plant, it absorbs it and can't get rid of it until you eat it. So if you don't want toxic chemicals, don't buy store-bought fertilizers, because they got a lot of toxic chemicals in them, and it may kill your seeds if you're doing like an heirloom seed, because they're not resistant. They're not developed to grow with all that crap in them. You know, if you can, find a farmer who's got a cow and go get some old cow manure. Don't get the fresh stuff because it'll burn your garden up. Go around in the pasture or around where his cattle are at and find the piles that they've thrown out onto the side. Those are the best ones because the acidic level has dropped in them by basically it becomes a giant, what the heck you call it? Can't think of the word now. Compost. It turns into a compost instead of just crap. And it's better for your plants, and you just dig it in and shovel it in and mix it up real good, but don't overdo it. You know, not more than an inch if you're going to turn the soil with a tiller or have somebody plow it. And don't put the stuff on your plants after they start growing because it will burn them up.
I got you. Yeah. So we're going to be testing out a whole new area this year where we're growing out on the property. And I'm thinking it's either going to go awesome or it's going to go very bad. It gets a lot more sunlight than the other areas in my property. However, I don't feel that the soil there is very nutrient. We have a lot of red clay where I live, and it takes a lot of enriching of soil to make it good. But, you know, I have a lot of these things people are talking about in the chats due to my exposure. The rabbit poo, the goat poo. There's shit everywhere at my house. So,
well, yeah, the thing
I can definitely utilize that.
Don't use something that's not vegetarian. You can't use like dog poop. You know, it'll destroy your garden. But if you use vegetarian, like cows, goats, chickens, rabbits, sheep, whatever you got available, there's nothing but a vegetarian is the best for your garden.
Right on. I got you. So Raccoon, I appreciate you calling in, man. Before I let you go out of here, this whole appreciating life topic that we got going on, you got anything on that?
Yeah, something that we have to kind of train ourselves back to not doing is wanting everything under the sun. I mean, you know, put your money where you need it the most. Entertainment is not really considered a staple for your living. Okay, you can entertain yourself in other ways, but you need to get your stuff together, get your food preps up, get your garden prep up, have extra gas, whatever else you think you need, and spend wisely. That's the best happiness. Is really bad when you go, well, I'd like to buy this. I have to whip out the credit card, and it's going to cost you more because it's a credit card. So choose wisely.
Do you have enough food in your pantry for when disaster strikes? Go to www.readywise.com and utilize code DOOM10 for 10% off your entire food order. ReadyWise offers long-term food storage items such as chicken and beef that last up to 15 years. But that's not all. Go to www.readywise.com and use our code DOOM10 for 10% off of organic food as well. Offering chili, pasta, and soups, they have you covered. Did we mention they have fruits? Bananas, blueberries, strawberries, and apples, just to name a few. With many more food options for your home, car, or bug-out bag, ReadyWise has your six. Go to www.readywise.com now and utilize code DOOM10 for 10% off.
Hey, don't talk a whole lot of smack. I had to finance grapes today. Forgot I didn't have any cash on me. I had to use my credit card at the Tractor Supply store to buy new grapes. I looked at my wife.
Planning prevents piss poor performance.
I know. I looked at my wife. I was like, you realize we're paying interest on grapes, right? What the fuck are we doing?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. All right, thanks for having me on, guys.
Yeah, appreciate you, Raccoon. Have a great day, man. All right. Jake, are you still with us or did you abandon ship?
Oh, I'm still here, dude. I'm still here.
All right. So your wife brought up something in the chat, which I'm kind of curious about. I was wondering if you could elaborate on this. What is compost tea?
I don't know.
Shit.
I don't think I want to know.
I don't know if I want to know either. I don't know what it is. But I was going to ask, are you guys saving your coffee grounds for your gardens?
Not at the moment, but we do.
Right. You absolutely do that. I do it. I have a little container that I put all the coffee grounds in. And a bunch of different stories on the internet will tell you do it a different way. A lot of the stories on the internet say soak these within water overnight, strain out the grounds, and then utilize the water from the coffee to water your stuff. I usually just throw them right in the compost pile or put them right in the soil, and it seems to work okay. But I am going to actually try the water method because they'll go a little further. I dumped them on it when I changed it out. That makes sense. Yeah.
You can also
Absolutely.
use wood ash as well, from like a wood fireplace or wood stove or a pellet stove. Those ashes are great for the ground.
Gotcha. And that's we used to do the same thing as far as the wood ashes goes, because we had a wood burning furnace in our house, and that's what my dad would do. He'd pull the ashes out, and he had a place in the garden where he would dump them, and everything would end up on that pile, food scraps and whatnot. It was a great compost pile. So Eric says 1 hour and 15 minutes after you wrap up, Shelby does her show. So I was like really curious about that. And it looks like Raccoon's trying to call back in. Let's see what he's got going on. We probably jogged his memory on something. I hit the button, Raccoon. There you hit I don't know if he's hitting the button. What's up, man? Welcome back.
You weren't taking the call, but anyway, something you have to be that's very important about using wood ash or coffee grounds and stuff like that is it changes the pH of the soil. So if you have a high concentration of salts in your ground like we have here, then you want to add acids to it. Small kinds of acids. Don't go out there and dump your battery on it. And if you have a high acidic rate, then you want to put lime or something like that that's got an alkaline to it. That makes the plants grow better. So you have to really know what you're growing in your garden and how your yard is. If you have dandelions in your yard, it's great ground because dandelions are a prime indicator of good growing ground.
See, I did not know that.
Yeah, well, you do now.
Yeah, all right. Because We do have some here and there. We don't have a lot, but they're definitely out there in existence in our area. So I'll have to take advantage of that and utilize that. Hopefully, the soil's not too bad off where I'm going to plant this year.
Like I say, you'll find out, but chances are it's either too acidic or too alkaline for certain things, and it depends on what you're growing. Depends on how you have to change the rate in the ground. Okay, because some plants take one type and others take another type. So you have to kind of isolate what you're growing for your acidic stuff and your alkalytic stuff that grow best, get better harvest.
Thank you, Raccoon, for that. I appreciate it. Well,
All right.
We're gonna have to do a show really get into this gardening thing at some point here because it's about to be planting season. But yeah, I appreciate the information, Raccoon. Thank you very much.
Fire is one of the most basic essentials for survival. Whether you're camping, hiking, or preparing for disaster, Blackbeard has your six. Go to www.blackbeardfire.com and utilize code DoomsDay for 10% off your entire purchase. Blackbeard offers stormproof matches, plasma arc lighters, fire starters, and ferro rods, all of which are great for your bug out bag. Once again, go to www.blackbeardfire.com and utilize code DOOMSDAY for 10% off your entire purchase.
Jake.
Yeah.
Welcome back.
Hi.
I think we have Shelby with us now, Jake.
That's perfect because I want to know all about this Shelby show.
I do too. What's up, Shelby? Welcome in.
Hey guys, Jake and Jester, how are y'all?
Why do you say my name
That's
like
us.
I'm in trouble? What did I do now?
I don't mean for it to sound like that. I'm so sorry.
You said Jester perfectly normally, and then Jake. I was like, I didn't do anything.
Jake? No, I'm just kidding. No, I just wanted to call and tell y'all that Shelby back will start tonight at 7:45 Central Standard, 45 Eastern. It's just going to be typical podcast. I do have a subject tonight. The only thing I can say is be prepared for bashing. I'm mad today, and I'm taking it out on a certain affiliate of the government. So
it's Jake. We all know he's affiliated with the government.
Look, whatever I did
that's
or
why I
didn't
said your
do,
name.
I'm sorry, okay?
All we can do is strive to be better people going forward, and I will make sure I will exercise every effort in my power to do better for you.
That's my political run there. Does that sound good?
No.
Shit.
Sounds great to me.
I'm trying to just reach as many constituents as possible.
Well, I don't know about that, but
So Shelby, some questions for you. So I got some questions for you about this new show.
Okay.
Weekly show or daily show or how often? What's all going on?
I want to try to do it daily, and it'll be at the same time. I want to also do some days where it's not at this time. It'll be like an early morning show for homeschooling moms, just to give them support, basically. We'll still have a panel just like we would in the evening show. But yeah, I mean, just a simple. Sometimes we'll have a topic, sometimes we won't. Sometimes I'm gonna try and see about getting into the music scene here in the state. Which I don't know if y'all know, but I live in Mississippi, so we're all gonna brace my accent, and I'm gonna try to get into the music scene here and go with that. That will be a topic at least once a month. So yeah,
that sounds like fun. Welcome in, Gammy. Yeah, but that definitely sounds fun. I'm going to check it out tonight. So you said not 7:45 Eastern time. What time did you say it was where I'm at?
It's going to be 8:45 your time.
8:45.
Yeah.
Okay, I want to be there for the premiere, so I want to make sure that I'm there.
Oh Lord.
And what's it called?
And I'm going to.
What's the show called?
It's called Shelby Right Back.
Okay. I'm going to need a link dropped somewhere in here so I can go follow it.
I'm going to try and put one in the chat. If not, I will have someone put it in the chat. I'm still learning this techie stuff. I mean, I can do like Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and all that, but as far as putting links, I'm not good at that.
Oh, it's fine. I'll find it one way or another.
But we will get you hooked up, Jake. I promise.
That's awesome. Welcome in, Brutal Rain. I've never seen you here before, dude, but welcome into the show. And Scooter says, pine trees grow so tall in the bright sunshine. I don't know what that means, Scooter.
I'm not tall, but okay.
I guess so Scooter's referring to Shelby. He's referencing that you're
so you call her a tall pine tree, and then you call me Dr. Fauci. Wow, dude. I'm giving my badge back.
Young boy, what is he? Who gave Scooter fortune cookies? I'm reading these new things he's saying. Oh man. Anyway, guys, so we got about 12 minutes left here. Shelby, so since I got you on the line, what are your thoughts on appreciation of life and, maybe some, not necessarily some things you've seen, but, things that make you go, my life's pretty awesome. And I'm glad I don't got this going on. You ever have those moments?
Yeah, I was going to call in about that anyway. We all know I've been having some health problems. And I look at it at the fact that there is somebody out there that's going through a lot worse than what I'm going through. So I just, I give updates, not for the sympathy, but to let y'all know that, that there is somebody out there. I have friends that, have moms that are going through cancer and is having bad reactions to the medications that they get, and I just look at it that way that, I could be that person that's, having a bad reaction. I mean, yes, I feel bad, but I try to give the outlook that, I'm okay. I'm going to be okay. They're going to fix me one way or the other. I believe that, but that's not who I'm bashing, but but
I can't wait to hear who you're going to bash tonight. I'm like excited for this.
I'm a little scared because I feel like it's somewhat about me.
No, it's not.
I'm still scared.
I wouldn't bash you, Jake. I promise.
That's what anybody who's getting ready to bash somebody's going to say.
No, I wouldn't do that.
That's what I say before I bash somebody. No, Jester, I'd never poke your eyeballs out. I wouldn't do such a thing.
I'm going to get my eyes poked out in Michigan and have to find my own way home.
That's what's so funny about this is y'all tune in. Y'all are going to see a whole different side of me. So just get ready. Just be prepared.
I'm excited to see Shelby a little bit fired up and flying off the handle. I mean,
I want to. Yeah. I want to see angry Shelby.
Is that what we're going to get tonight? Or are we going to get angry Shelby tonight?
You might. I mean, if it gets bad enough, it depends on how many is on my panel and if they agree or disagree.
I feel like I'm about ready to call you Shelby Jacked because you're getting all jacked up to do this. I'm getting excited for this.
Whoa. So Gammy, to your comment, it's going to be here on Podbean at 8:45 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's where you'll be able to listen tonight.
Yes. Right here on Podbean.
Right here on Podbean.
I'll find it some way.
Oh, it'll be
yes. There. I'll throw it every way I can.
So I will tell you guys this: when you're new here and you're tuning into a show, a lot of people don't realize this, but if it's a brand new show that just comes out, Podbean typically puts it at the bottom of the live shows. So if you don't see it when you first initially go in, start scrolling down because it could be at the very bottom.
Right.
Do they
Yeah.
do that for its Doomsday podcast, or?
You know, Jake, we used to be on top all the time. Now we're starting
What?
to move down the ladder. I don't know
Down
what's
in the
going
middle.
on.
What happened?
Yeah,
I found it in the
don't know.
middle.
We used to be on top, like
What
all the
happened?
time. I don't know. I don't know.
Seems weird.
It does seem a little bit weird. I wonder if we're being shadowed.
Weird.
It is
I
weird.
don't know.
Really
I haven't
weird.
had to refollow you yet, but I don't find you till like right there in the middle.
That's
Maybe
so
close to the
odd.
bottom.
Yeah, I'm telling you, I think the powers to be at Podbean are a little bit unhappy with my shenanigans, and I think that they don't like the direction the current fuckery's going in, and they're just not happy about it.
Yeah, that's how I lost my Instagram monetization the other day.
I don't know. It's either that or it's a pay-to-play type thing, maybe because we're only doing one live show. Because I used to do a couple shows a week, you know, and we were on top. And maybe it's because we're only doing one show a week, or maybe it's because we're on Mondays. I don't know. But we definitely got moved down the ladder a little bit, which, hey, I'm okay with that. I don't care. We're going to be there. Welcome in, Natural Man. Way to show up at the end, dude. Rock on.
Right, really?
Way to show up when we're done.
Oh God. Anyway, he's in a totally different time zone. He doesn't know when we come on.
Thanks for knowing anything about our show.
Eric, probably I think that might be something. Maybe we are getting mass reported. I've been stating my mind a little bit heavier lately about things that I believe in. And the show has become a lot more personal for me and not just about prepping and entertainment. And I think that that's kind of what may be setting some of these people off, right? Therefore, you're getting shadow banned. Yeah, probably.
You're setting them off by entertaining them?
I don't know. I mean, listen, I'm not a show that comes on and talk shit necessarily on other people's beliefs. I just kind of call things how I see them. Jake, you do the same thing. We're not out here to please or appease anybody in particular. That's not what this is about at all.
I think that sounds like a great show already.
Exactly. And holy crap, we got Eric calling in. I think we just appeased him.
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
What's up, Eric? How you doing, man? Eric, mute button's on the left.
All right, I'm back. I had to do a Bluetooth reset when I come on the call panel, but I think one thing is certain about this and other podcasts that other podcasting peers of ours do here on Podbean and elsewhere, that, of course, you know, friends of the podcast have multiple ways of getting in touch with you, and feedback is a really good thing, and I know you might get an overwhelming volume of email messages or messages on TikTok or Instagram or Twitter or Facebook, you know, that you're not always able to respond to each person individually, but you have to keep in mind, and the people listening to this have to keep in mind that doesn't mean we're not thinking about them. And even if they send you messages, Jester and Jake, that aren't so complimentary, they're basically just showing y'all that they care.
No, Eric, I agree, and I got to be honest with you guys. I don't even check TikTok really anymore. Unless someone says, "Hey, dude, I sent you this on TikTok. Go check it out." I don't even go over there. I'm barely over there anymore. I think I have close to 500 unread messages over there now, and I just have no desire to even open that app anymore. That's how much I've literally come to hate TikTok. Yeah, kind of staying away from their Jester.
So I'm guessing what you're saying is you've kind of gotten disillusioned with it. Eric,
I got sick of the shutdowns and the shadow banning over there, and I've come to
Well,
find a nice little
well, you
home
had
on
one
Clapper.
account get permanently banned.
Yeah, I mean that's what I'm talking about. Like those kind of things, just kind of.
But you're not on par with to a Patriot Mama who's been through 20+ accounts already.
No, and I'm not trying to live up to that either.
but Patriot Mama, I know, God bless her. I know she's one tough cookie.
Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna fight the good fight over there on TikTok, man. I've made a pretty happy little home over on Clapper.
Well, at least you found an audience there who really enjoys what you do.
Absolutely, man. I'm very happy there. So, guys, we got approximately 2 minutes and 30 seconds left, and I wanted to go ahead and give this time to Jake to get his final thoughts.
TikTok can suck it.
Now I need you to stretch that out over 2 minutes and 30 seconds.
No, I'm just kidding. I can't go. Ever since I started this podcast, it's been fun and I love it. And I'm going to keep doing it. We're going to keep doing the show, people. Okay, we're going to keep doing the show. We're going to keep doing it. We're going to do really great. Okay, yeah. And we're just going to keep getting banned. We're going to get banned. Ever since I've been doing this campaign, it's been a shit show, okay? Okay, people, listen up. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to get off our TikToks, okay? We're going to tell them, you ban me, I ban you, okay? It'll be great. It's going to be great. I don't know how to draw this out into 2 minutes, Jester.
It's okay. It's okay.
No, but really, I got off TikTok. It sucks. I hate it. It can eat my butt. I hate it. And if we're going to get shadow banned over here, they can eat my butt too. If Instagram's going to take my monetization, they can eat my butt too. I've been running my mouth on Twitter, to be completely honest, and I'm super happy over there, and it's great. I found my little niche over there. I love it. I would love you all to be a part of that. What's wrong with eating butt, Mr. T?
There's nothing wrong with
discriminating butt eating. Some people enjoy it, okay?
Oh my God.
I'm not saying I do. I'm talking about Jester. But
hey now.
No, but really though, I don't like TikTok. I'm barely there anymore. So, like, I check it for about 3 whole minutes and then I'm like, oh yeah, this sucks, and then I leave. But I'm really enjoying Twitter. And I'm just at this point, I'm doing whatever I want, dude. I don't even care anymore. I started to, do my thing on TikTok, and some of those very people I speak to now are starting to hate me for that. I guess I don't really know why. I think once you get to a certain amount of followers, they think you're like paid operative or something like that.
Wait,
they're scared of your influence.
I think so. I think they. Once you start making that money, then you're just a shill, man. I'm like, I don't know. If you want my $50 every 2 months I get from TikTok, sure.
Are you talking about Twitter or TikTok?
TikTok.
Okay, because all right, that's what I thought you said, and I was like, what's he talking about? Okay, so anyway, guys, we are at that time limit. Jake, anything further you want to say before we are out of here? I'm just going to keep putting this on you.
Eat my butt, TikTok.
Jake, do you have anything else? No, I'm just kidding. All right, everybody that came in tonight, everybody that called in tonight, everybody that's listening online, guys, we appreciate the listens. We appreciate the downloads. The one thing I do have to say about Podbean, even though I feel that we're being shadowed right now, is they've never taken down one of our episodes.
I like Podbean, but if we're being shadow banned, you can eat my butt as well. But if we're not, then it's fine.
Podbean's going to be eating a whole lot of ass. Have a good night, everybody.
This is an emergency action message. At approximately 1 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time, NORAD is tracking 15 ICBM nuclear missiles inbound to the following cities: Orlando, Miami, Pittsburgh, Dover, Newark, Richland, Philadelphia, New York City, Baltimore, Los Angeles, Las Vegas, Boston, Seattle, Detroit. This is an extremely deadly situation. Stay tuned. The next emergency message will be a presidential address.